I believe landing on the moon symbolically will show that individuals and a small group of people are capable of doing things that only the superpowers did before.
Welcome back. You are watching the Dr. Nandi Show. It was 5:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on December 14th, 1972, when the last human beings to walk on the surface of the moon actually lifted off and said goodbye. And nobody's been back since. My next guest, however, says that that needs to change, and he wants to be the one to make it happen. He is the founder of Moon Express, a company with an ambitious goal, and that is to redefine what's possible by returning to the moon and unlocking its mysteries and resources for the benefit of humanity. Please welcome the founder of Moon Express, my friend, Mr. Naveen Jain. Thank you for coming on, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I mean, so you are, joined the ranks of a pretty elite club, right? Elon Musk, Richard Branson, Jeff Bezos, these are all your friends, and they are focusing on the same goal. And so why are so many bright minds, forward-thinking people like yourself focusing outside this planet right now?
Well, first of all, let me just clarify.
Yes.
We are the only company in the planet to have a permission to leave Earth orbit and go and land on any celestial body, including the moon. So yes, I love Elon and I love Jeff and Richard, but all of them are still stuck in the suborbital. So let's just be very clear.
So you're above the orbit.
Yeah, so we are the only company that has a permission to
So
leave
you heard
Earth
it here
orbit.
first. They're stuck in Earth's orbit. This man can leave Earth orbit. Very big clarification. But all joking aside, that's a big difference, though, isn't it? So, because everybody's talking about Elon Musk's, rocket. But what's the difference? So most people watching have no idea what that means.
Let me just first of all, you asked me the question, why go to the moon?
Yes.
Why so many bright people who could do anything on Earth, why are they thinking of going to the space?
Yes.
And the reason is all of us are living on this single spacecraft. We call that planet Earth. Imagine if something were to happen to our planet, we all will become dinosaurs. We as human species will not exist.
Right.
We have to find a way to become a multi-planetary society. If we don't, we can be the next dinosaurs. Right. And the last thing we want as humans to be the dinosaurs.
And you're not even talking about, because lots of people say, well, Naveen, why don't we, pay attention to cleaning up the Earth and make it better? You're saying the next asteroid, the next catastrophic event, even if the Earth is clean, could wipe us out. So we need to have a backup plan, right?
That's one. And secondly, given the option, you take both. So it's not about going to the space or fixing the problem on planet Earth.
Both.
And I'm saying, let's fix the problem on the planet Earth and let's go to the space. We can do both.
And you're, as a private citizen, as a private enterprise doing this, do you think government should help as well, or should they just get out of your way?
Well, interesting thing is, government is always helpful because there are a lot of the times in the early days where the business cases may not add up.
Yes.
So the fundamental science that we use today that have actually come out of the space work, and they do
out of NASA, right?
Out of NASA.
Yeah.
So if you look at the laser, that actually was developed for space, and now we use it for our healthcare purposes. In fact, as you know, my other company, Viome, that also the technology came out of the biodefense work.
That's
so
right.
yes, so the government does a lot of great things, but when it comes to in terms of regulations, they really need to get out of the way, because the private sector will always get the things done right, and it'll be cheaper, it will be essentially faster, and be able to do things that the government has never dreamed of, such as reusable rockets.
And you've compared going to the moon to the first human breaking like the 4-minute mile. Tell me how they're similar. Tell me how you put those two concepts together.
But see, very interesting is until the first person to run a mile under 4 minutes, people believed it was humanly impossible to do so until one person showed it could be done.
Right.
And I believe landing on the moon will be that event that symbolically will show that individuals and a small group of people are capable of doing things that only the superpowers did before. So when we land on the moon this year, not only we become the first company ever to land on the moon, we actually symbolically become the fourth superpower. So imagine entrepreneurs becoming the next superpower.
And it's such an amazing thing. What you're saying is, we talk about being your own health hero on this show.
Yeah.
And it's the same idea that giving the power to the individual and individual companies to say, listen, you know what, you can do this. This is possibly the biggest problem we have in our planet. Disease is a huge problem, absolutely. But if we are extinct, there's nothing left. And this could be the single biggest problem. Please stay with us. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Partha Nandi. And if you enjoyed that video, you're going to love the next one. It's full of incredible information to help you start your health hero journey.